supporting another budding organization, Academy of Hypnosis. We supported to have their second international conference. When they closed the registration, we came to know that it is very less in number. We booked an auditorium of 500 seats. How can we organize a conference with 50 people? Then we clubbed our InSPA. So that it is a long pending due to recognize our leaders in the InSPA. That is the reason our governing council decided that this is an opportunity exclusively for the InSPA leaders we can bring to this one forum and honor them with InSPA Leadership Award. This is very specific because from 2009 onwards, throughout the country, we have identified 35 such leaders. They are all continuously contributing for this InSPA activities. To start with Mizoram, Professor Laldin Pui. Professor Madam is here. Yeah. No, she is very renowned psychologist. When we taken up an agenda to bring what this school psychology is and how we can propagate with the Indian knowledge, Indian languages. The Mizoram is the first state who came forward to publish our school psychology book in Mizo. That language is not yet been officially recognized, but we intervened with the ministry. They accepted our proposal to give for the ISBNM. Then it has been launched. A very big event in Mizoram. The credit goes to Fende and our colleagues. Likewise, we can say in Uttar Pradesh, Dr. Rajendra Singh Rajput. In this side, if you go, Haryana, Professor N.K. Sharma is here. His student, Professor Deepti Huda. Coming to the south, we can have our Professor Babishari is here. You see, when we organized in 2011 our first conference in Jodhpur, JNV University, during the general body meeting, we don't know what we are going to do for next year. She was the person immediately raised and proposed to have the second conference at University of Calicut. Since onwards she is doing this. We had an opportunity to have children assembly. There is a special event for the students. Then workshops for the teachers, a workshop for the budding school psychologists. Like that, the event took place. Sir, welcome, sir. We are welcoming you. Please, sir. Please, go. Please, sir. Please, sir. We are welcoming our Professor Rajesh Putani, the registrar of our Pondicherry University, who is the pillar of strength to organize such events in our Pondicherry University. Then needless to say, the maximum members in the InSPA, now we crossed 2,000 plus. You can visit to inspa.org. You can see 1,744 members on roll remaining on the screening. Most probably another few days you will see it crossing 2,000. The maximum number goes to Tamil Nadu. That means they are all vigilant vigor to promote this school psychology in the southern parts of the country. As of now, we are having 314 members in Tamil Nadu, huge in number. Chacheve, Mizoram 107, even, Far East, Nagaland, we are having, 17 members. Likewise, each and every state is having, quite a big number to take up this movement at the higher levels. Now you are going to witness. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Please. Sir, welcome, sir. Thank you. When this movement was started, where to start, how to initiate, 2011 we requested our Honorable, the present Chief Minister, then also he was the Chief Minister, Sri N. Rangasamy. We have explained what is our objective, what we are going to do. We thought of initiating from Puducherry. He immediately given instruction to the Department of Education to go ahead. 2011, we invited all the international experts here to give first-hand training to the school principals, followed by headmasters, and then for the teachers. It was happened in such a way. When this movement was taken up for 5 years, 2016, we had an opportunity to meet our colleagues in Malaysia. Sri T. Ganesan is here. He is the Secretary, Malaysian School Psychology Association, and his colleagues invited us, myself and Professor Rangaya went there. We have explained, then immediately they made it possible to meet. We have identified 528 schools in Malaysia among the 15 states. They made it in a vigorous way, trained all the school principals and teachers. That was happened around 3 years. Welcome, sir. Professor Makesh Tripadi, please welcome. He is the director from Rashtriya Raksha University, Gandhinagar, Ahmedabad. He is again one of the pillars of this psychological movement. I had an opportunity to visit his university, especially to the lab. The person who is committed, what are all essential for the country, what is happening elsewhere in the world. He brought all sophisticated instruments to the lab. If friends, if time permits, in your lifetime, you have to go and visit that lab. What is happening in RR University, Ahmedabad. His counterpart, Puducherry campus, Mr. Arish is here. I am welcoming him. No, these are all, I can say simply our InSPA leaders. They may be having, as many as portfolios with them. We can proudly announce they are our leaders, they are all our first generation InSPA leaders to take up this movement at the larger level. Now to start with Malaysia, we had an international conference in January 2019. May I request Professor Rangaya, please take over the dais. Then we had an international conference. 78 delegates from India we participated. Mr. Ganesan took me to his boss, who was ambassador to the country. He was the former minister, Samuel. When we are meeting, he simply said one word, because this land is combination of 3 communities, Malay, Chinese and Tamil. Tamil, we are not saying there as Tamil Indians. You have to see to that it no way deviated from other communities. You have to organize in the conference 3-star hotel. we will support entire thing. What Mr. Ganesan did, when boss is given an instruction, he made it possible to organize the conference in the 5-star hotel. Giving all accommodation, food, local transport, everything free of cost. Such a active school psychologists are here. This movement further. Likewise, I can add on many things, but time is too short. Another 15 minutes, we are expecting our Honorable Union State Minister for Information and Broadcasting to be here with us to launch this conference. This is very brief inaugural session of 1 hour. As and he comes over to the dais, we will take a precious minutes of 60. Within the 60 minutes, we will complete. After that, we will take up all our agenda at hand. With this, when time permits, I will come again. I will narrate some of the incidents in our midst. Very long, faraway places, delegates are here. From Reunion, Professor Yogachari, Neelamegam, University of Reunion, Mr. Henry Marshall, a leading advocate who is having very concern on the children from Reunion, from delegates from France, UK, Germany, Mauritius, Sri Lanka, Kenya, Japan, Australia. These are all some of our regular, active delegates to attend our InSPA conference. They are all here. Immediately after the inauguration, we are having a special session with the Honorable Minister to have a support of him. Next conference, we are going to have it in Delhi. That responsibility is taken over by our Honorable Minister. He said he will make it possible to invite the Prime Minister of India for the conference. That's why we kept to open the dates. As and when he gets the date, that date will be announced. Before that, we will complete the registration. That the concept is, what are all the psychological perspectives in Thirukkural? That was the concept, because this Thirukkural has been translated in 43 languages. Now, may I request our counterpart, Professor imagine how he is toiling and moiling. Not of our AoH.
Dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries of the dais, I feel blessed I really feel blessed to be here on this occasion of AoH and InSPA conference today. I feel blessed because of the trust that my senior teacher and the pioneer of awareness about hypnosis in the country, Dr. B.M. Palan. He is a person who is the only person or a doctor who is certified from American Board of Hypnosis till today. in our country. He is the person who has started various courses in the country. And I would like to just read. I feel blessed, as I said you, because he has entrusted me this job of giving his message and report to this august gathering, because unfortunately at last moment he had some health issue and couldn't come exactly at the time when we were to start our journey to Pondicherry. As all of you know, in the country today, we all are celebrating Mahakumbh at Prayagraj. I feel that this conference or this platform of Pondicherry University is a Prayagraj of Triveni Sangam of education in the country. The reason why I say we have a second international conference of AoH along with conference of InSPA, which are the two powerful organizations in the country who talk and deliver everything about mind and body for the welfare of people of this country. And it is not only that two organizations have joined this platform, there is one more, which is education system of the country, which is Pondicherry University, and very rightly chosen chief guest of today by Dr. Pancharama Lingam, that is Minister, Union Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting. As you all know well, that whenever there are sciences which are upcoming, like AoH, hypnosis science, which is an age-old science in the country. However, the credit is still not thoroughly given to our country people who have worked for these years before. I would just say that how the AoH and how the education of hypnosis in country has started with. A message by our President, Dr. B.M. Palan. He says that the science of hypnosis has been used for centuries to alleviate suffering from mental and physical ailments. Our great system of Ashtanga Yoga includes steps like Pratyahar, Dharana and Dhyan. According to my understanding, a combination of these three steps along with Savasana creates a state of our mind and body, which we call as a hypnotic state. Every hypnotic session is essentially a self-hypnosis. Initially, it requires guidance from a therapist, that is guided self-hypnosis, but with practice, the person can perform it independently as non-guided self-hypnosis. Sometimes I define hypnosis as a structured, guided and goal-oriented meditation. This psychobiological state achieved through the hypnosis can be utilized as a tool in psychotherapy to achieve better and longer lasting outcomes. In 21st century, with the explosion of evidence-based knowledge, we now have a systemic reviews and meta-analytical studies that provide substantial evidence supporting the use of clinical hypnosis for treating a wide range of mental and somatic issues. After successfully running a PG diploma course in clinical hypnosis for last 24 years at MS University of Baroda and a similar online course with intensive offline practical training also for 6 years through Charutar University of Science and Technology, we realized the pressing need for an academic platform dedicated to the continuous education and professional development of qualified practitioners. This need gave a birth to Academy of Hypnosis in June 2022. So if you see like that, the Academy of Hypnosis is just in a child state at present. However, the education of hypnosis is as old as 24 years in the country. The Academy of Hypnosis is an Indian national professional organization with a membership from qualified professionals in various branches of psychology, medicine, dentistry, physiotherapy, and specializing in the use of hypnosis for health, harmony, and happiness. The mission of AoH is to promote, advance, and safeguard the interest of hypnosis as a profession and as a specific scientific discipline engaged in teaching, research, and application of human welfare. The various activities which are carried out within this short span of time by AoH are as under. First, Foundation Day celebration. The Foundation Day celebration of AoH was marked by an online celebration on 26th of June 2022 in presence of Dr. Gautam Saha, President SARC Psychiatric Federation, Dr. Kalpana Srivastav, past President Indian Association of Clinical Psychologists, and Dr. Patrick McCarthy, President of New Zealand Society of Hypnosis, along with Dr. Mark P. Jensen, President International Society of Hypnosis, were our guest speaker on the first Foundation Day. Second, monthly online clinical meet. Since July 22, every month we have had a regular online clinical meeting featuring a case presentation with thorough discussion and expert comments contributing to continuous learning for all those who have graduated and those who are into a course of hypnosis. At times, there are experts-led sessions on topics of common interest, such as research methodology in hypnosis and scientific paper writing. We have our publication of newsletter as well. A quarterly newsletter of AoH is published, sharing updates of AoH events, academic contribution by members, interview with experts in the From Bodhisattva section, feature articles, case studies, and research dates. It also includes messages from President, Vice President, Secretary, and Editor. Our first international conference of Academy of Hypnosis was organized in collaboration with Charutar University of Science and Technology on 25th, 26th February 2023 at Vadodara. The conference was inaugurated by Dr. Alok Mishra, Joint Secretary, AIU, New Delhi. And the guest of honor was Professor Anand Kumar, President, Indian Academy of Health Psychology. The conference was attended in person by about 170 delegates, and 4 international guest speakers held a virtual session online. one of which was Stephen Langton, Editor-in-Chief, American Journal of Clinical Hypnosis. Second was Dr. Mehdi Fatehi, President, International Society of Clinical and Experimental Hypnosis. Dr. Bernard Trenkel, President, Milton Erickson Institute of Germany. Dr. Nitin Shukla, psychiatrist from Australia. We had also arranged pre-conferences workshop during the same time for the subject of hypnotherapy in psychosomatic disorders, cognitive drill therapy, cognitive hypnotherapy, and post-conference workshops were held for introductory workshop on hypnosis for beginners, past life regression therapy, pediatric hypnosis, and hypnosis in sleep disorders. The second Foundation Day was celebrated on 25th June 2024 with Dr. Dayal Mirchandani and Professor Amul Ranjan Singh as our guest speaker. Symposium on clinical hypnosis in obstetrics and gynecology was also arranged with their Association of Baroda ONG or Obstetrics and Gynecology Society on the application of clinical hypnosis in their practice. And now, as you all know, we are here in collaboration with Indian School of Psychology Association organizing a second international conference of academy. I welcome all the distinguished guests, expert teachers, researchers, doctors, therapists, and my dear students to actively participate in the conference, and I'm sure your presentations and discussion will go a long way in propagating the science of clinical hypnosis in our country. All invited people and friends, we think that the science of hypnosis, which basically, if everybody tries to understand, is nothing but communication which is made to us all throughout our life. It is the communication which is hypnosis, and it is hypnosis which needs to be communicated to people at large. Whatever you and me are at present time are the byproduct of all the communications, verbal or non-verbal, done to us so far in our lifespan, and that has made our personality what we are today. This hypnosis science is of utmost importance to handle any of these psychosomatic problems which are not of physical origin but of psychological origin very well with this science of hypnosis. So thank you very much everyone. Once again I thank our InSPA also and our University of Pondicherry to let us share this platform, and welcome sir. Vice Chancellor sir, please come. So with this few words, I thank you very much everyone once again sir.
Thank you very much, sir. I thank Professor Panch Ramlingam, sir, to provide an overview of InSPA, about the aim, about the vision, about the role of office bearers, also about introducing all the esteemed delegates here who played a pivotal role in the contribution of InSPA, and also about the events starting from Malaysia to what we are having now at Pondicherry University. Sir, under your dynamic leadership, may more success come and more visibility for our university in terms of contribution to both academics and to community service as well. Next, I would also like to thank Dr. Yogesh Chandranam, who spoke about the significance of hypnosis, about the aim, about the vision, about the academic structure, about the hierarchy, about the role, activities which they have been doing, about how they've brought in people, speakers from all across the globe, about their kind of dissemination of information to all several platforms, including students, researchers, academicians, practitioners, educators, and trainers also. Sir, you also made us understand the simple nuances of hypnosis and how communication is essentially the strategy to psychological and social well-being. Your words of wisdom surely will induce many of us to think and also explore on how we can take this concept of hypnosis forward in our academia as well as in other activities. Now I request Dr. Santhanam sir, also from the Academy of Hypnosis, to say a few words to our august audience. Thank you.
Good morning to all. The dignitaries on the dais, of the dais. It is a very delightful experience for everybody. So, as an executive committee member of Academy of Hypnosis, I want to say why this hypnosis conference today organized jointly with our Indian School Psychology Association. How I developed interest towards hypnosis, my guru sitting in front of me, Dr. Peter Fernandez, 93 years old psychiatrist. He was a former professor of psychiatry in Madras Medical College and director of Institute of Mental Health. See, when I was a student in Presidency College doing my psychology second year, I was the department secretary. I invited him to talk about hypnosis for the psychology students. Immediately he agreed and he came and he has given live demo about hypnosis. From that day onwards, I slowly developed interest towards hypnosis. Then it was my fortunate to join with AoH after finishing my diploma in clinical hypnosis. Then I was a little bit, I have some apprehension whether the clinical hypnosis is really going to help there is no, what I mean to say, there is no proper awareness about clinical hypnosis as far as this South India is concerned. Then I discussed with Dr. Panchramlingam sir when we met at Mizoram at USTM University of Science and Technology. Yes, readily agreed, yes, we jointly collaborate with AoH, and 9 months back we have agreed upon to organize this wonderful conference. From the day one, all the AoH members, executive committee members, board members, and our Dr. Panchramlingam sir and his team, every day meticulously we organized, meticulously we planned, tireless effort of all the members, and today we are witnessing. So why clinical hypnosis? Our Chandrana sir said it is a very popular science in the Western countries. Even American Psychology Association, they have recognized the clinical hypnosis for treating the various mental disorder. As far as the Asian countries are concerned, few countries they are practicing. India is concerned, yes, few places, especially in Gujarat, many hypnotherapists are available. Whereas in South, sporadically very few, including me. So we want to popularize this clinical hypnosis. Asian countries are concerned. Among few countries, doctors, medical professionals, among the dentists,
Likewise.
among the mental health professionals. So now I am taking the role of
Open the
bridge
dates
between the Academy
Here,
of Hypnosis
immediately after the
and
inauguration.
Indian
we are
School
having
Psychology
a
Association.
special session with the
We jointly collaborating, and today all of you are witnessing.
Among
So
the
very
dentists,
meticulously
likewise.
it is planned,
among the mental
and
health
of course
professionals.
we have taken the RCA
So
regulation
now I am
also
taking the role
for this
of
clinical hypnosis
Open the
conference.
dates.
between
The people those who have
American-
registered
Academy
Here,
of Hypnosis
in
immediately
RCA
after the
and
inauguration.
Indian
we are
School
having a
Psychology
as a
special session
CRR
with
professionals,
we jointly
they will
collaborate
get 12 points
medical today all of you
for
are
attending this two days conference. So in such a way we have planned meticulously many scientific papers approved by the scientific committee led by Dr. Prasanta Roy. Meticulously he has selected all the papers, empirical research, not just like that the conceptual paper, empirical research based on the data. Many people, many hypnotherapists in this country as well as from the abroad, they have submitted the paper. It has been published in the book of abstract and the souvenir published by AoH and book of abstract published by the InSPA. So it is a wonderful science, as our president of AoH, Dr. Palan said, it is a wonderful science, but it is not becoming popular. So we have some selfish motive also. We have to popularize this science among the professionals. So Dr. Peter Fernandez is practicing this science for more than 60 years. Now he is 94. When he has started his career as a psychiatrist, he started. So far, he has treated 25,000 patients by way of using clinical hypnosis. The people, those who are suffering from different types of neurotic disorders like anxiety, depression, phobia, and so on. So now, people have gathered here, the clinical psychologists, and medical professionals, health professionals. Just I want to tell you, you develop some interest towards this science, you learn. When you are actually practicing, this will be really useful, especially for the doctors. Even I was amazed when I was a student. They used to conduct even the delivery without giving any anesthesia. Only by way of hypnotic anesthesia, delivery can be conducted. Even surgery, they used to perform without giving chemical anesthesia. Only hypnotic anesthesia being administered. Similarly, it is useful science for the cancer patient in order to manage their pain. Orthopedic surgeons, oncologists, most of them they are using this hypnosis. Our Chandrana sir, when I was in Vadodara, really I amazed to see his dental museum. So first of his kind in our country. He has made a very huge stadium at Vadodara in order to, provide different types of service in the dentistry, where they are practicing clinical hypnosis. When you go to a dentist, even many people, they are having some kind of phobia in order to be seated on the dentist chair. That means they are actually anticipating doctor will come, they will try to remove my teeth. But here, they are making the patient to relax by way of doing hypnosis. Without giving anesthesia, they are giving different types of treatment for the tooth-related issues. Like that, the clinical hypnosis is very much useful even for the education. See, the academic field, especially for the students, especially for the school students, Nowadays, they are having different types of issues, concentration issues. It is very difficult for them to put their effort on their studies, where we can use clinical hypnosis in order to improve their memory, in order to improve their concentration, in order to improve their study skills. We have done a lot of research in those areas also. So, it is a very big opportunity for all the delegates in order to learn this clinical hypnosis. This 2 days deliberation is really going to help you. So with this small note, I conclude my session. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. I want to thank personally to our President AoH for giving this opportunity to stand in front of you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Santhanam, for bringing this event to our university and also facilitating with a whole set of human professionals working for the welfare of the human beings, including children, adolescents, adults, and elderly. You also expressed what amount of contribution clinical psychology through the scope of hypnosis can influence positive well-being among human beings. Thank you very much for that. Now I would formally welcome Professor S. Mohan, Vice Chancellor, Puducherry Technological University, Puducherry, who is a compassionate human being and also strongly believes the role of technology in influencing positivity in the lives of human being and human welfare. Thank you, sir.
Very good morning to all of you. Yeah. I'm really happy to be amongst you in these August bodies, especially Professor Tharanikaras and Rajesh Putani and all the. I was just looking at whether I am eligible to give a keynote address on this particular topic. I am basically a technocrat, mainly on civil engineering, but I think as a teacher, we should know about these techniques little better. In fact, my foremost request is we should put this as a subject, as a play, rather than psychology is only very compartmentalized department. So that's, I think we may have to make, and I am sure that Pondicherry University will make that particular effort wherever there is a pass. The concept when we were all students or little earlier days, it was only the conceptual, as changed quite a lot to make it as release your unnecessarily kind of anxiety. All of them now they are making it based on a self-hypnosis. The self-hypnosis is going to be very helpful for students, especially the students are more fear about exam. Okay, I think this is one of the major points that we are all not worried about it. We always look at the mark or the answer paper and then write, but how much anxiety that he was undergoing, that we are not really looking at to that level. Yoga is the first level. Maybe if you want as a hypnosis, you can go to the second level as it. So if you practice your yoga, then with hypnosis, self-hypnosis, then you can really solve your problem. So we may have to teach the student or even the teacher. Myself have experimented that it is really possible. It is not impossible. It is possible that you can go to that level. And more importantly, I will always help you or listening to that continuously, then you can go to a level and then try to achieve what the anxiety will automatically come down. So this self-hypnosis is very important. The second point which I would like to tell, I think most of you are experts on it, but I would like to spare. In the brain is a very excellent unit in our body. It has only 90% is subconscious mind. and 10% is conscious. The subconscious mind only controls it. So the conscious mind always gives some kind of an example or try to give the control over that. So if we can catch hold of the subconscious mind, and then that is what they are doing on the hypnosis. So you yourself can do that particular one without much problem. So I will just tell an example which I am not, I was a postdoctoral fellow at Cornell University, Ithaca, USA. At that time, only from California. So they analyzed this particular one. So can you just, some of you tell which brain is the best brain? Huh? How many of you vote for Albert Einstein? Only one person is voting. Right. Okay. So actually the best brain is criminal. Because for them they have analyzed the conscious mind is not 10%, it is 15% for them. And 10 or around 10. So the reason is they have to think beyond what we are all thinking about it. Then only he can catch up something. Side, why the criminal brain is best brain. And the point is the conscious brain in the criminals are much higher than what I wanted to tell. So the conscious mind and subconscious mind, this conscious mind is something which is, even though 10%, that controls the 90%. Please remember that. So this control of that 90%, then you make this conscious mind slightly take rest. Go to the subconscious mind and try to, I would like to tell, and how it is helping the students. The students are more, they are, the moment that somebody says exam, then they get a problem. Okay? Not all, but most of the students. So that is become anxiety. That exam I may not write well, or I may have trouble. All these things come into their picture. So in fact, one of the professors from Japan, he gave a lecture, and then afterwards he was analyzing. It seems it was a big surprise that around, out of the 200 people, at least around 40 people, the brain was taking rest. Please understand, you may think that every student is listening you in your class, but actually 40% of the students are going, the mind is, brain never take rest. If always, if there is no problem, and if it is Yegandam, Tamil Yegandam, or Sanskrit also it is Yegandam. Unless you go to that level, the brain never take rest. So the Yegandam is one where hypnosis will reach to Yegandam. Try to, don't go on give lecture to the students, ask them to give some active learning. Let them discuss something. Otherwise, this cannot be avoided. At least 40% of the students will be on this particular one. So my request is that we may have to inculcate this kind of a culture of the students to get the psychological principles and how they can work on it. In fact, many teachers, I find, they unnecessarily get exploded in the class. So they were very good teacher for a long time, and they were only go on watching one student who is mischievous. And in what emotional control for the teacher is very much essential. So my request is the teacher has to undergo a psychological course, okay, how to deal with the student. So I always give a small example. When a student comes late to the class, what the teacher will be asking? Why are you late? You know what the answer the student will give? Any idea? Nobody came late for your class? Right, you might have also given. What the answer the student gives? Huh? Bus late, but bus late is in a old style. Your psychology also is satisfied. his psychology also, he doesn't want to reveal why he is delayed, that also he is getting satisfied. So this is what you may have to, you should not further shout at him and you are losing the class and also your time will be entire loss. So teacher also knows this particular basic psychology, but they will ask. If they don't ask, then everybody will come late. So the teacher also asks some question and that fellow answers in a way, they are much more cleverer than our thing. So we have to also believe on Darwin's principle. Darwin says that any generation, the next generation will be much more intelligent than you. The teachers never believe this. They always believe that the students are useless. But go to 50 minutes, go and talk whatever it is and then come back. But that should not be. The idea is to learn, make the students to learn. Not your teaching is more important. So learning is more important. So we may have to change there are many tools which have come, like flipped classroom, activity-based learning, case-based learning, and peer-based learning. Many things have come where the interaction is much important. So I hope that you try to encourage, always have a problem or doubtful on that particular one. Self-hypnosis is the most important solution, especially for the student, and this helps. Many people I have reported that for public speaking, many times that they become nervous, and not only on the stage, but before stage 2 days they were nervous. So they were not able to control that particular one, what I am going to talk, what question they may ask. Even the teachers have this kind of problem. So that for that help, self-hypnosis is much more important. Recently, there is one of the institute, I don't want to tell the institute, there was a complaint that one person is go on sleeping in the office. I am going into a self-hypnosis. Okay, so it's the same word he has used. And I am only making my mind really undisturbed for some time, and then I work with more efficiency. Then I could not say no for. Also the self-hypnosis really any time that people try to look into how you behave and so on, once you have the self-hypnosis, your behavior is also entirely changing. Afterwards, you don't shout at them. You don't really fight with many people. So those who are really get quick angry, for them the self-hypnosis is very, very important. So that also it helps. There are a lot of hypnosis is very, very important. So that also it helps. There are a lot of side effects. It may not give you entirely, and her pain is so high. At that time, they can use the self-hypnosis on their own and reduce the pain, so that they go into certain pain. The pain is not felt. So that is what all our sitters and all those people, what they have done is only self-hypnosis. A lot of yoga teachers will be here, escalated to self-hypnosis. Especially I am more interested to help the students as well as on teachers. So that's my thing. And also it's not only on one level, it is on multi-level. Even nowadays in US, they are using it for the children who are less than 10. That also you can make them to sleep and then go ahead with, after some time it will be all right. So that's why in US, in kindergarten or LKG, many times they will be sleeping. You don't always try to give some exercise and then try to gather the information. That was police, they will use that particular one. But I think let us use this for students' welfare. Let us use this for teacher welfare or any common person. This will be very, very useful. So I request all of you to take this thing and then try to work on it. And there are a lot of myths are there on thing, but all of them will be changing over the time.
Thank you very much, sir, for giving us an overview of hypnosis and also about your experiences at Cornell University, also about the intersection between technology and the use of hypnosis and real life examples in the institutions working for the welfare of the students as well. We could see a confluence of personal and professional experience from your talk and we are very happy to hear how you recommend.
Dr. Shahin Sultana, and today I really feel privileged to stand here to welcome you all on behalf of the university to the second Academy of Hypnosis. I mean, it appears that I am already hypnotized because of the presence of the dignitaries here. In fact, speaking of the dignitaries, we have been waiting for a long time by the Academy of Hypnosis as well as the Indian School Psychology Association, InSPA. The reason is, as some previous speakers have also highlighted, this field of hypnosis has come a long way now. From the days of hypnosis only being treated as some kind of entertainment, some kind of magicians will come on stage and other people will clap, and people thought it's just for the entertainment. From those days on, what dentist has to do with hypnosis, now only I have learned that hypnosis has gone into all kinds of field. That is why this particular theme of promotion, prevention, and intervention is very apt theme. There is one more reason that I feel very honored to address this welcome address, because when it comes to promotion, this is also an opportunity to promote and make the people aware that even though this is a kind of modern cultures, we know we are already used to the saints going to a trance, the samadhi, the dhyan. All these are different aspects of the hypnosis. And not only that, but in various cultural texts, if you see, and that reminds me our own Dr. Murugan's suggestion that Tirukural, the kind of text that we have, also has so many psychological aspects, including some comments on the hypnosis. So this is the forum, this is a second international conference, and I see that many people from outside the India are here. And I also feel very happy to see young students being here who are having the very good opportunity to interact with the experts, and experts are having very good opportunity to reach out to the younger students directly on one-to-one basis to propagate this very important aspect of psychology. So that is the reason I feel more excited, and coming back to the inviting and the welcoming, the continuing to practice law with taking up so many important cases, and finally, please sir, Minister of Home Affairs, Dr. Namachivan. So I really feel privileged welcoming Dr. L. Murugan to this second international conference of AoH. R. Selvam is among us. Welcome you, sir. Very, very efficient manager, if I can say this, the way he conducts the assembly proceedings. So I'm very happy to welcome you, sir, to this particular occasion. I also welcome Vice Chancellor Mr. S. Mohan, who is the Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry Technological University, to this second international conference. You have already heard him speaking, even if he is a technocrat, how beautifully he has explained about hypnosis and the psychology. So, student who just spoke with us, so very welcome to you. In fact, when I was listening to your address, I was reminded that in the America they say David Spiegel is the most renowned person who has taken forwarded the who was instrumental to bring to this forum of these two organizations. So thank you, Professor Pancharam Lingam. I also welcome you to this particular conference. I also welcome other dignitaries, our librarian, finance officer, and other deans, HODs, faculty members who are here today. I also welcome the media people who are taking a lot of pain to cover this particular conference. I welcome you from the behalf of the university. And I welcome each one of you who have traveled from various parts of the world as well as in India. You have taken a lot of pain to come. I was just getting to know that people are here from Australia, from UK, from Germany, from Malaysia, from Reunion, and several other countries, and also from Gujarat and from other places of India. So I'm very happy not only I welcome you, but I extend my heartfelt welcome on the behalf of the university and on my personal behalf to each one of you who are here, and I wish you a great success, great deliberation, and great success to this conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir. We were awed to hear how you spoke about how hypnosis as an entertainment has moved to professional science and how its contribution of Pondicherry University. We are also happy about your august presence in all our conferences from time to time. You mentioned about the relevance of Indian culture, Tamil literature, and also hypnosis contribution to individual and community.
Request our esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor Tarnikarasu, to adorn shawl to our Honorable Union Minister. Now, this is the time to show our gratitude on behalf of the two organizations. All these are happening only because of May I request Professor Santanam to honor the AoH representative. Thank you very much, sir. Now this is a time to the administrator on behalf of the Union Territory. He is, you may not able to find time with him, but such a way he used to take care of the entire Union Territory.
AoH and InSPA International Conference. இந்த மாநாட்டிலே கலந்து கொண்டு நம்ம எல்லாம் பெருமைப்படுத்த புதுவை மத்திய பல்கலைக்கழகத்தினுடைய மரியாதைக்குரிய துணைவேந்தர் அன்பிற்குரிய சகோதரர் தரணிகரசு அவர்களே, பாண்டிச்சேரியினுடைய டெக்னாலஜிக்கல் யூனிவர்சிட்டி மரியாதைக்குரிய இந்த கான்ஃபரன்ஸுடைய தலைவர் ராஜேஷ்குமார் ஜெயின் அவர்களே, மற்றும் இந்த நிகழ்வை தொகுத்து வழங்கி கொண்டிருக்கின்ற அன்பிற்குரிய சகோதரி அவர்களே, நன்றியுரை ஆற்ற இருக்கின்ற அன்பிற்குரிய ப்ரொஃபஸர் சந்தானம் அவர்களே, இந்த நிகழ்விலே கலந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்ற அன்பிற்குரிய பெரியோர்களே, பேராசிரியர்களே, பல்வேறு சமுதாய தலைவர்களே, அன்பிற்குரிய மாணவ மாணவிகளே, உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய முதற்கண் வணக்கத்தை நான் தெரிவித்துக் கொள்வதிலே இந்த தினத்திலே இந்த மாநாட்டையான ஒன்றாக, அவசியமான ஒன்றாக இன்றைக்கு இருந்து கொண்டிருக்கின்றது. ஏனென்று சொன்னால், கால நிலைகளுக்கு ஏற்ப, கால மாற்றங்களுக்கு ஏற்ப இன்றைக்கு நம்முடைய முன்னோர்களை எல்லாம் நாம் பார்த்தோமேயானால் அவருடைய ஆயுட்காலம், குறிப்பாக ஒரு மனிதனுடைய சராசரி ஆயுட்காலம் 120 ஆண்டுகள். நம்முடைய முன்னோர்களுடைய நிறைய பேர் கிட்டத்தட்ட 100 வயசு வரைக்கும் கூட நிறைய வாழ்ந்திருக்காங்க. ஆனால் இன்றைக்கு நம்முடைய மனிதனுடைய சராசரியுடைய ஆயுட்காலம் 60 வயது. இது ஏன் இந்த அளவுக்கு குறைஞ்சிருக்குது? அதை நாம் சிந்தித்து பார்க்க வேண்டும். நம்முடைய ஆயுட்காலம் நாளுக்கு நாள் குறைந்ததுடைய காரணம் என்ன? அதை நாம் சிந்தித்து பார்க்க வேண்டிய அவசியமும் கடமையும் பொறுப்பும் இந்த சமுதாயத்துள்ள நாம் அனைவருக்கும் இருக்கின்றது. ஏனென்று சொன்னால், அதற்கு ஒரு சில முகாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, அவங்களுக்கு சுகர் தெரியாது, ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் தெரியாது, ஸ்ட்ரெயின் தெரியாது, பிபி தெரியாது. இது எல்லாமே அவங்ககிட்ட இல்லை. ஏன்னு சொன்னால், அவர்கள் ஆரோக்கியமான வாழ்க்கை வாழ்ந்தார்கள். அதே மாதிரி பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, அவருடைய உணவு முறை, அவருடைய வாழ்க்கையினுடைய பழக்க வழக்கங்கள், அதன் காரணமாக அவர்கள் ஆரோக்கியமான நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்கள் அந்த உலகுக்கு மீண்டும் இதை கொண்டு வர வேண்டும் என்று சொல்லி உலக யோகா தினத்தை கொண்டாடுகின்றவர்கள் இன்னைக்கு உலகம் புறாவும் கொண்டு சேர்த்த பெருமை பாரத பிரதமர் திரு நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்களுக்கு உண்டு. அதனால்தான் ஒவ்வொரு ஆண்டும் அந்த உலக யோகா தினத்தில் அவரே யோகா செஞ்சு மக்களுக்கு அந்த விழிப்புணர்வு ஏற்படுத்துகின்ற அந்த ஒரு நிலக்குவதற்கு நாம் அனைவரும் சேர்ந்து ஒத்துழைப்பதன் மூலமாக எதிர்காலத்தில் 2047 நம்முடைய நாடு வல்லரசாவதற்கு நாம் அனைவரும் சேர்ந்து பாடுபட வேண்டும். இதுதான் நம்முடைய பாரத பிரதமருடைய லட்சியமாக இன்றைக்கு எடுத்து அவற்றை செயல்படுத்துவதற்கு அதனுடைய கட்டமைப்பை இன்றைக்கு ஒன்றன் பின் ஒன்றாக உருவாக்கி கொண்டிருக்கின்றார்கள். அந்த அடிப்படையிலே தான் இன்றைக்கு ஃபிட் இந்தியா என்ற திட்டம் வந்தது, உலக யோகா தினம் வந்தது. இப்போ அதை அடிப்படையாக கொண்டுதான் அடுத்தடுத்த திட்டங்களை பாரத பிரதமர் இன்றைக்கு முன்னெடுத்து இன்றைக்கு சென்று கொண்டிருக்கின்றார். அத்தகைய நிலையிலே தான் இத்தகைய மாநாடு
Respected Honorable and respected Minister of State for Information and Broadcasting, Dr. L. Murugan, and Honorable Speaker of the Puducherry, Sri R. Selvam, Honorable Minister of Education, Sri A. Namachivayam, Honorable Member of Parliament, Professor Rajneesh Bhuttani, and we have Professor Panchramalingam and all the statutory officers, like we have Finance Officer, Librarian, and Clement Lourdes, Director Culture and Cultural Relations, and all the dignitaries of the dais, and the members of the AoH and InSPA, and all the delegates and the students who are assembled here. Very good morning to everyone. So it is indeed great pleasure to host this second AoH and InSPA International Conference on hypnosis across lifespan, promotion, prevention and intervention. So as all the speakers in our state, our Honorable Minister of Education could be able to do something to contribution to our schools. But still, if we take the overall mental health problem for the children, in NIMANS is one of the central organization. They conducted a survey in 2015-16. It is well known for all the psychologists here. 23% of the importance of the psychology, and whereas here we only treat, we go to the even doctors, only treat and take medicine for the symptoms, but we don't treat for what is the root cause of the psychology problem behind this. So in this scenario, having the international conferences like this hypnosis across lifespan, So it is very important because it is also deals with the in the field of medicine. So in fact, 2 days ago, I met one of the renowned nephrologist. He says all the problem is because of the insulin and salt. He put it in that way, even heart attack, everything. But even the mind also, he says, because of the salt as well as the excess of this insulin. But the mind is different organ, I can say. And all the AoH and InSPA organizers who brought here and organizing this wonderful conference. I thank all the dignitaries on the dais taking their time for coming over here and then sparing your valuable time, with us. This will give
Speaker of the Puducherry Legislative Assembly, Speaker of the Puducherry Legislative Assembly is the person who is down to earth. Simply the speakers used to say, no, I am speaker, I will not come any party function, I will not come any of the public function, I have my own role to play within the walls. But he is the person who is moving with the people day and night. Along with our Honorable Minister for Education, he is moving everywhere in the Union Territory, especially taking care of the
வேளாண்துறை அமைச்சரும் எங்களுடைய அருமை சகோதரமாக மாண்புமிகு டாக்டர் எல் முருகன்ஜி அவர்களே, இந்த நிகழ்வில் எனக்கு முன்பாக நல்லதொரு உரையாற்றி அமர்ந்திருக்கின்ற மாண்புமிகு உள்துறை அமைச்சர் சகோதரர் நமச்சிவாயம் அவர்களே, சட்டமன்ற உறுப்பினர் அருமை சகோதரர் கல்யாண சுந்தரம் அவர்களே, மக்களே, பேராசிரியர் பெருமக்களே, மாணவ செல்வங்களே, தொலைக்காட்சி நண்பர்களே, பத்திரிகை சகோதரர்களே, உங்கள் அத்தனை பேருக்கும் நன்றி கலந்த காலை வணக்கத்தை கூறி 2 நாள் உளவியல் கருத்தரங்கிற்கு கலந்து கொண்டு உங்களுடைய 2வது முறையாக புதுச்சேரியில் இது நடைபெற்று கொண்டிருக்கிறது. இந்த கருத்தரங்கில் கலந்து கொண்டு நம்முடைய கல்வி சம்பந்தமான உளவியல் மாணவர்களுடைய உளவியல் சம்பந்தமான அவருடைய நம்ம காலையில் 7 மணிக்கு நம்முடைய தமிழகம் அல்லது புதுவை இந்தியாவில் இருக்கின்ற கலாச்சாரங்கள்லாம் பார்த்திங்கன்னா அந்த காலத்தில் ஒரு பள்ளிக்கூடம் இருக்கும். அந்த பள்ளிக்கூடத்துக்கு போகின்ற பொழுது காலை 9:30 மணிக்கு போவாங்க, திருப்பி மதியம் வரைக்கும் ஈடுபாட்டின் காரணமாக மற்ற மாணவர்களோடு நம்முடைய குழந்தைகளை போட்டி போட வைக்கின்றோம் என்ற நோக்கத்திற்காக காலை 7 மணிக்கு நாம் 6 மணிக்கு எழுந்து மாணவ செல்வங்களை 7 மணிக்கெலாம் கிளப்பி 7:30 மணிக்கெலாம் ஒரு டப்பாவை கொடுத்து அந்த வண்டி பஸ்ஸு போகிற பாகத்துக்கு நடுமத்தில் சந்தில் பூந்து எடுத்துமே ஸ்கூலில் விட்டு 7:30 மணிக்கெலாம் திருப்பி 11 மணிக்கு அவங்களுக்கு உணவு கொடுத்துட்டு அங்கேயே அவர் அரசு ஊழியராக இருந்தாலும் வேலைக்கு போய்ட்டு 11 மணிக்கு வந்து திரும்ப அந்த குழந்தைக்கு உணவு கொடுத்துட்டு திருப்பி 3:30 மணிக்கு அந்த குழந்தைய அழைச்சின்னு வீட்டுக்கு போகணும். இன்றைக்கு தனியார் இங்கே புதுச்சேரியில் இருக்கிற பெரும்பான்மை தனியார் பள்ளிகள் எல்லாம் இன்றைக்கு பார்த்திங்கன்னா அந்த குழந்தைகள்லாம் ஒரு உளவியல் ரீதியான கருத்தரங்குன்னா நம்மளுடைய பாடத்திட்டங்களை பார்த்திங்கன்னா 9ஆம் வகுப்பு படிக்கும் போதே 10வது பாடத்திட்டத்தை முடிச்சுடுவாங்க, 11வது படிக்கின்ற போதே 12வது பாடத்திட்டத்தை முடிச்சுடுவாங்க. அந்த மாணவர்களுக்கு காலையில் மாலை வேறு அவங்களுக்கான எந்த உடல் ரீதியான பயிற்சிகளும் கொடுப்பது கிடையாது, உறவு சம்பந்தமான பயிற்சிகளும் கொடுப்பது கிடையாது, மன ரீதியான பயிற்சிகளும் கொடுப்பது கிடையாது. மற்ற எந்த பயிற்சிகளும் அந்த 2 ஆண்டுகள் அந்த மாணவனுடைய மனநிலையை மாற்றி அவளுடைய மனது பூரா வேறு ஒரு இடத்துக்கு சென்று விடுகிறது. அரசு அவர்கள் உளவியல் ரீதியான மனநிலையில் பாதிப்போடு எந்த மாணவர்கள் தேர்வு எழுத செல்லக்கூடாது என்பதற்காக தான் ஒரு 5 லட்சம் மாணவர்களை ஒரு இடத்துல கூட்டி அவர்களுக்கான தேர்வு எப்படி எழுத வேண்டும், எவ்வளவு எளிமையாக தேர்வு கூடத்திற்கு செல்வது, படபடப்பு இல்லாமல், பதட்டம் இல்லாமல், மன ரீதியாக எந்தவித அச்சுறுத்தல் இல்லாமல் தேர்வு நிலையத்திற்கு சென்று அங்கே தேர்வு எழுதுகின்ற பொழுது தாங்கள் படித்த புத்தகத்தில் இருக்கின்ற வரிகளை மட்டும் எழுத வேண்டும் நோக்கத்திற்காக இதுபோன்று ஒவ்வொரு ஆண்டும் தொடர்ந்து நம்முடைய பாரத பிரதமர் நரேந்திர மோடி அவர்கள் மாணவனுடைய மனநிலையை சரி செய்து கொடுத்து கொண்டு இருக்கின்றார். அதே போல தான் இங்கே புதுச்சேரியை சார்ந்த பாஞ்சராமலிங்கம் அவர்கள் இந்த வகைக்கான முயற்சி எடுத்து இன்றைக்கு நிறைய பேர் வராங்க. வருகின்ற போது அந்த மாணவருடைய பெற்றோர்கள் கூறுகிறது, என் பையன் ஒரு மாதிரியாக இருக்கான், வீட்டில் வந்தோன்னு ஒரு மாதிரி ஆகிடுறான். அவங்கள்ட்ட நீங்கள் பொதுவாக பேசி பாருங்க. நான் குறிப்பிட்ட சொன்ன பள்ளியில் படிக்கிற மாணவர்கள் பேசும்பொழுது வேறு எந்த பொது அறிவு சம்மந்தமான எந்த எண்ணங்களும் அவர்கிட்ட இருக்காது. நீங்கள் சயின்ஸில் கேட்டிங்கன்னா 9th-லேருந்து 10th படிக்கிற எல்லா சப்ஜெக்ட்டும் சொல்லுவோம். +1 கேட்டிங்கன்னா +2 சம்மந்தமாக எல்லா சப்ஜெக்டும் சொல்லுவோம். கணக்கு சம்மந்தமாக கேட்டிங்கன்னா அதை பற்றி சொல்லுவோம். ஆனால் உடல் சம்மந்தமாக வைக்கப்பட்டு இருக்கிறது. ஆனால் புள்ள எவ்வளோ சம்பளம் 5 லட்சம் சம்பளம் வாங்குறான் ஃபாரினில். அவங்க பெற்றோர், நான் ஒரு 15 நாளுக்கு முன்பாக ஒரு முதியோர் இடத்துக்கு சென்று இரவு உணவு கொடுக்க போயிருந்தேன். அதுபோது அத்தனை தாய்மார்களும் எல்லாம் 80 வயசு 70 வயசு, அவங்க எல்லாம் பேசுகிற மொழியெல்லாம் நல்ல ஆங்கிலம். நம்முடைய இந்திய பாரம்பரியத்திற்கு நம்முடைய கலாச்சாரத்துக்கு எதிரான முறைகள். இது போன்ற உளவியல் ரீதியாக நம்முடைய மாணவர்களை மாற்றுவது மட்டுமல்ல, நம்முடைய சமுதாயம் சார்ந்த நிகழ்வுகளும் சமுதாயத்திற்கு நாம் செய்ய வேண்டிய கடமைகளை எடுத்துரைக்க வேண்டும் என்று கூறி இந்த மாநாடு சிறப்புற என்னுடைய வாழ்த்துக்களை பாராட்டுகளை கூறி விடைபெறுகிறேன். நன்றி, வணக்கம்.
Thank you very much, sir. We already announced the program will be over by 11:30. Our esteemed brother MLA said, because time is running short, I want his value at this moment, not taking his time to speak. Now this is an important program to have been with us. Myanmar border, Avungi, in Nagaland, nobody visited there. No minister, no government of India officials. Our minister visited there. Conferences in Delhi. That's why he asked us, you find out what is there in Tirukural. Ask all the universities to do research. What are all the psychological perspectives in Tirukural? Have a conference in Delhi. That is the reason today he is going to launch the brochure. All our international delegates are here. Those who are working for the cause of Tirukural. Mr. Annamalai Bhaskar from Paris, is our counterpart in Malaysia. Mr. Kanesan and his colleagues are here. They are all very keen to invite minister to Malaysia. That is there, they said, I don't know, sir, I will come there. You have to give 60 minutes time, 60 seconds. I will request Honorable Minister to have a time to visit to Malaysia. Because 528 schools we are taking care for the school psychology activities. Now, may I request our Honorable Minister to release the book of abstracts. May I request our Honorable Speaker and Honorable Minister to receive the first copies. To make the undergraduate student to easily the second year colonial. People can come and visit. AoH, Manisha, Missy, Dr. Alok, please come out. Now we can recognize our renowned people. First, Professor Peter Fernandez, may I request Professor to come out to the dais. Sorry, sir, for disturbing you.
So now we go ahead with the InSPA Leader Awards. Reverend Sister Dr. A. Fatima, Secretary and Principal, Vidya College of Arts and Science, Puducherry. Next in line, AoH A. Tripathi, Director, School of Behavioral Sciences and Forensic Investigations, Rashtriya Rakshas University, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Dr. Swaminathan Sabesan, Professor of Practice at VIT University, Chennai campus. Dr. Subhashri, Department of Psychology, shift to at Women's Christian College, Chennai. Dr. Jyoti Yadav,
Thank you very much. May I request our Honorable Union Minister to deliver the inaugural address.
Professor Rajneesh Bhutani, Registrar in Charge, Pondicherry University. Professor Panchramalingam, Director, UGC MMTC, Pondicherry University and Conference Secretary. Professor Bhubendra Palan, President, Academy of Hypnosis, Vadodara, Gujarat. Dignitaries, inaugurate the second AoH and InSPA International Conference on Hypnosis across lifespan, promotion, prevention and intervention. As a government representative, I firmly believe this conference aligns with the vision of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, who constantly fosters a research-driven mindset. Our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji is constantly endeavors to strengthen our country's research and development infrastructure. In that, our Prime Minister launched one program. One has 5 crore students, faculties and researchers will benefit from across to over 13,000 journals from 13 publishers, including top global publishers. So this program will strengthen our research and development area for the research scholars as well as the faculties. And another one very important mission our Prime Minister launched in the last year budget, the Anusandan National Research Foundation, was established with the Anusandan National Research Foundation Act 20. And about this conference, already the speakers, they are all mentioned how the psychologically people are getting awareness and what are the awareness needs. Like that, the hypnosis as an integrative and adaptable lifespan. Friends, from groundbreaking research and case studies to cross-disciplinaries, partnerships. The field of hypnosis offers vast opportunities for exploration, engaging young scholars, practitioners, and industry leaders. I also congratulate eminent social worker, social and development of colleges and university teachers and scholars. Drawing inspirations from the great Thiruvallur. I would like to quote from Tirukkural in Kural 595, which states, Vellatthanaya malarneetam mandardam ullathanayadu uyarvu. With rising flood, the rising lotus flowers, its stem unwinds. The dignity of man is king. Anjamai, Igai, Arivukam, Innangum, Enjamai, Vendar Kielbu. It means courage, a liberal heart, wisdom and energy. These four are equality, a king adorned for evermore. All the educationalists present here, please carry these qualities with you to the classroom. How a great saint. The magic of the Tirukkural is perpetual. This Tamil classical tome is reversed as one of the best treasurers of the world. That's why our Honorable Prime Minister, wherever he goes, the worldwide, he mentions Tirukkural. Not only he mentions Tirukkural, last year, before the election, he announced, throughout the world, we are going to establish the cultural center for the Thiruvallur. He announced, after announced, he is fulfilling that announcement and that assurance, what assurance he given to the name is in Thiruvallur name, that fully funded by the Government of India Fund. Our Honorable Prime Minister had a foundation stone on that project. I visited and inaugurated with then President of the Sri Lanka. And worldwide nowadays, the Tirukkural cultural centers we are taking, it's taking place by the government. Apart from the various activities, I can tell in the research, design, development, the new education policy is helped. The new education policy brought in 2020 after 36 years with your all academicians, widen consultants and the vice chancellors, academicians, research scholars, everyone's views, inputs, the new education policy launched for the nation, because we need to compete dignitaries and the organizers of the program. And the awardees today, those they got award, the best performers in this field. So I express my best wishes and congratulations to you all to endeavor in this area, to success more and more in this area. I express my sincere thanks to.
Conference will finish off here. Please come out to the dais, all the international delegates.
ரெண்டு லைன் தொடங்கலாம் சார். மேடம் வாங்க, நீங்கள் தான் மெயின் மேடம். நெக்ஸ்ட் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ்
We want the delegate from Eastern University, Mr. Chandrakumar, on the dais.
It is both an honor and privilege to propose vote of thanks at this inaugural ceremony of the second International Conference on Clinical Hypnosis, jointly organized by the Academy from Thirukural, Vankan Kudikathal, கற்றறிதல் ஆள்வினையோடு ஐந்துடன் மாண்டது அமைச்சு. நமது அமைச்சர் அவர்கள் துணிவு, குடிபேணல், கல்வி, அறிவு, முயற்சி இவ்வனைத்திலும் சிறந்து விளங்குபவர். Our Honorable Minister organized with 5 virtues such as greatness of guardians, strength, resolute mind, learned wisdom, and set forth